on my route that I take to work. I drive through the vineyard regions, if you want to call it that, of Cape May County. We have a lot of vineyards these days. And I noticed something just this morning, something very revealing to me. They're in the process at this time of year of pruning, and this seemed to be pretty heavy pruning to me. I'm not that familiar with it all, but it did seem to me to be utter destruction, which caused me to realize that if it wasn't for utter destruction, there wouldn't be the life of the vineyard. There wouldn't be the success of the vineyard. It's not an end to anything. It's a change, a very necessary change. I'm going to put a bit of a spin on Stan Piotrowski's life. I'm going to use a bit of the first reading. And for those of you who knew Stan, I just want to, you'll tell me that this is him, I can assure you. Stan's soul is in the hand of God. No torment shall touch him. He seemed in the view of some to be dead, and his passing an affliction, and his going forth from us utter destruction. But our Stan is at peace. Stan was a friend of God. Stan and I have been neighbors for many years, about 30. I admired him greatly, so did everyone who knew him. We competed over the fence, my garden against his, tomatoes against tomatoes, and Stan always won. Mainly because Stan knew what to do. We could be halfway through the season, and this was an ongoing competition. Stan would see during the season that it wasn't going so well. He knew what to do. He would make a necessary change to bring about a successful, one more successful competition. Everyone in this church also knows that Stan Piotrowski was an avid, I would say hooked, fisherman, and that is a pun I intend. He would brag over the fence. You should have seen that doormat. He called them doormats. I think he was referring to flounders. But he would go out. He knew exactly where they would be. He knew how to attract them. And if he didn't, he knew the necessary change to make to find exactly where they were and how to attract them. He knew the right things to do, the necessary change. He never gave up. He never gave up. He just kept on going. Well, as Stan declined over the past year or so, and perhaps we can look at this decline as one of Stan's fishing trips heading out towards the horizon, slowly, but heading towards that goal. We can take great comfort in knowing that he knew his changeover was about to occur. We talked about it. Stan was aware of his situation, and he was okay with it. His changeover was beginning. It was his time. And I have to tell you, he so anticipated being with his boy, Stosh. Again, Stosh was missed by everyone. He needed this change. Stan did. He was ready. And I can tell you, as so many will during these times, that he had run the race, he competed well, and Stan Piotrowski kept the faith. What an inspiration for all of us. There's a Catholic poet, was a Catholic poet, John Donne, in the 1500s, who wrote a poem. You're familiar with the title, I'm sure, For Whom the Bell Tolls. Well, there's a section within the poem that I'd like to share with you. It has been of great comfort to me in my life. It has helped others also. And it goes like this. The church is Catholic. It's universal. And so are all her actions. All that she does belongs to all. When she baptizes a child, well, that child concerns me, concerns all of us. For that child is thereby connected to that body, which is my head too, and engrafted into that body where I am also a member. And when she buries a man, that action concerns me too. All mankind is of one author, There is one volume. That's the book of life, you see. One, and we all have a part in it. When one man dies, his chapter is not torn out and ended. And this is the point. But it is translated into a different language, a better language. Stan Petrowski is now very fluent in that better language. And though for now we are sad and sorry, and we're going to miss him so much, we all will, I especially will, over the fence, know that it hasn't ended. It has changed. His life has changed. We need to see this as a temporary situation, for we can be sure what we may see as his leaving is seen by others as his arrival. Well done, Stan. May God bless us all.